Hi, Harini. How are you?
Yeah, hi Aditesh, I'm all good, thank you. How about you?
Yes, all doing great. So, Harini, can you please walk me through your profile once?
I have been a data analyst in TCS for around 1.5 years.
Mm,
I like my key skill set is from SQL, Power BI, basic ETL process, Python, and a few data warehousing required. Then I have been into a project called Tata Communications where we designed our reports and reports with them. And I did my internship in CMRL as a data analyst. CMRL is Chennai Metro Rail. So I have been a data analyst there as well. Then I have done my computer science engineering with specialization in big data analytics in SRM Institute of Science and Technology.
okay. So, Harini, what made you come into data part? I mean, why specifically into data?
Initially, itself, I had an interest with SQL and stuff from actually during graduation itself, I decided I want to go into this data stuff because I predominantly had interest in the SQL and data collection, extraction, and stuff. And secondly, like I could apply my creativity in this field. I mean, I could for dashboards and reports and all based on the requirements I'll be able to think a bit and apply my logical thinking over here. So that is also one of the reasons I have joined. And plus moreover I like to communicate and present and stuff. So yeah, that is also another reason why I joined this
Did you
data
had any
analyst role.
client
And I'm
interaction during this your complete thesis
yes,
journey?
yes, yeah, I had kind interactions in both the organizations.
Okay, so let's take an example that I'm a non-technical stakeholder. Though, how are you going to convince me through your dashboards and presentations? Basic stuff.
So basically, okay, so basically I will telling I'll be projecting the dashboard and I'll be storytelling so what this visual does and what this how it is gonna impact and what is the KPI required and what is the output it has shown in the dashboard. So all these stuffs are I'll be the dashboard reflects every KPI, right? So I'll be like explaining how and this what decisions we have to take and how it is gonna get affected and all those things I'll be explaining that person.
Got it. So, Hani, how would you like to rate yourself on a scale of 10 when it comes to SQL?
On a scale of 10, I will be rating myself 6 to 7.
6 to 7. Okay. Not much use. It seems that you haven't been familiar with SQL.
Sorry, your voice got.
Okay. So, are you very much familiar with SQL or it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, fine. Well, Hani, just let me know the difference, basic difference between where clause and having clause, and when would you be forced to use a having clause? Let me know
Okay,
with the
so
scenario.
where
Yes.
clause? Okay. So where clause is used for basic filtration. It is like initial filter for initially filtering we use where clause, and having clause we use it along with group by. In group by we will be grouping based on all the non-aggregate columns. So in order to further filter down or break down, we use having along with aggregate functions which is present in our select statement.
Got it. So, how does this relate to the logical order of query execution?
So where precedes, then group by comes, after group by having comes. Actually, your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking.
Yeah, now it's fine. I hope I am clear, right?
Yes, you are. Okay.
Okay.
Just give me a moment. Yeah. Harini, tell me the different types of joins in SQL you have used so far, and explain the use case
Mm.
of a left join versus an inner join.
Okay. So the types of joints we have inner joint, left joint, right joint, self joint, and full. and cross join we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So you were asking, sorry.
yes, yes, please continue.
Okay, so you were asking about left join and inner join difference, right? So when it comes to the left join, the entire, let's say we have table A and we have table B. So entire table A will be coming into place, and along with the commonality between table A and table B will be your left join. And as far as your inner join is concerned, it will be like A intersection B. I mean, the commonality between A and the commonality with with A and B will be projected as your inner join according to your Venn diagram.
Okay, are you sure on that?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, perfect. Well, what is a window function?
A window, if I'll just explain with a scenario. Let's say we have a certain depart. Let's say, okay, so window function is nothing but it is like a partition where it splits into partitions. So basically, if you're gonna use your group by clause, what will happen is if you're trying to group, the table structure will shrink. So if we have HR and all these HRs all will be grouped into a single group by clause. Whereas if you're gonna use windows, the size of the table doesn't shrink. So everything, if let's say we have 9 records, the entire 9 records will be present, and all these departments along with it, it will be listed.
Got it. Are you aware of what is a dense rank and dense rank?
So one, okay, so rank is nothing but if let's say rank and dense rank both ranks according to like 1, 2, 3, 4. But the difference between rank and dense rank is that rank skips. Let's say for example we have given a rank like 1, 2. That and 1, 2, 2, then 4 will come in case of rank. And if we have dense rank, it will become like 1, 2, 2, and 3 will come. So it doesn't skip when it comes to dense rank.
Okay. So you must be familiar with CT and subqueries, right? Can you
Yeah.
brief out how CT is different from subquery?
Okay. So CT is like we use along with clause, and CT it is like it is used for like query optimization where the readability is pretty better when it compared to subquery. So like if you want to execute the CTE along with clause, if we are going to use select statement, then we can execute the CTE. And recursive CTE, if you have to perform union operation so that recursive CTE can take place. Whereas when it comes to the subquery is like a query inside a query. So apart from the select statement, there is no such select statements required when compared to the CTE. So you can directly execute subqueries.
Okay. So coming to Power BI again. Okay. Can you explain me the concept of filter context in DAX?
Okay. So actually, filter context is nothing but it is maximum used with columnar aggregation, where filter context filters the entire thing. Filter context filters the entire column, and we get the result. So it is mainly used with aggregation functions.
Okay. How it is different from the row context?
Row context we generally use it for tabular functions, and filter context we generally use it for like aggregation functions. So row context row by row, and whereas filter context takes the entire column.
Okay. How distinct how distinct count is different from count in DAX?
Count counts the entire thing except the blanks. It doesn't count the blanks and stuff. And distinct counts also. It doesn't count the blanks, but it gives you the distinct values. Let's say for example 1, 2, 2, 4 you have, it will give 1, 2, 4 like that. The result will be.
Okay. Can you step down the importance of distinction in dimension modeling?
Sorry.
Uh, why is distinction so important in dimensional modeling?
Uh, because if let's say for example we have some hierarchical patterns, and if we
Mhm.
want to get it, like we used all these distinction in order to take it, we use all these things.
Sorry.
If let's say we have like hierarchical data,
Mhm.
and we want to get, so in that place distinction is required.
Okay. Well, okay. So, Harni, tell me, when would you use a bi-directional cross-filter direction between tables instead of single direction? And what are the risk associated with this?
Okay, so bidirectional filtering is generally used when the relationship between two tables is many to many,
Hmm.
and the risk involved is that it is not like how the this thing is not optimal, whereas the single direction we use it for like one to many. So what will happen is that it gets stuck, and there will be performance issues and all by using this. So generally, it is advised to go for one to many relationships wherever it is possible in order to avoid this.
Okay. Okay. Why do we use RLS?
RLS, let's say for example, I'll just explain with an example.
Yes.
Let's say for example, you are someone who is in the part of Chennai team,
Hmm.
and for you, Bangalore team's data is not required. But if we are not using RLS, all the data will come into place, so it will be difficult for you to analyze Chennai data and which is Bangalore data.
Got it.
So in that case, if you're gonna use RLS, so like if you are gonna come under Chennai data, only Chennai data will be visible for you, and the rest will not be visible for you. This is one case. Second case is that for a team there are hierarchies like a team member, team lead, manager, and other the other persons who are involved in the hierarchy. So for a team member, whatever is essential for them, that alone, if it is going to be shown, that is enough. So for rent or restrict access or grant access, we use RLS for this.
Got it. Got it. So, Harini, question from Python as well. Okay, so you must be aware of Panda libraries, right?
Mm,
So just brief me out the
yeah,
different
yep.
basic difference between .loc and .ilog, .log and .ilog.
Okay, so um, to like if we dot log will take the integral value and it will like specify the exact location if for first one. Second one, if you're gonna slice, and if you're gonna use like 0 to 1, for dot log it will fetch the record 0 to 2, let's say. So 0th record and first record it will fetch, and if you're gonna use dot ilog, it will specify, it will fetch all the datas,
Okay,
and it is like a reference.
okay, all right. Um, what is the main advantage of using a Panda data frame over a list of dictionaries or a 2D list of a data manipulation?
Okay, so pandas data frame, if you are going to use, first thing is that first thing like that it is we have access to a lot of functions inside the libraries. Like we have a lot of statistical functions, etc., etc. I hope I'm audible for you because
Yes,
I'm getting a
yes, you are.
message like my internet. Okay, so that is one advantage, and already it has it follows dictionary structure only. So like key value pairs only data frame follows.
Got it. Well, have you understood the concept of vectorization?
Actually, I am not that familiar with the concept of chunks and pieces.
Okay, got
Like
it.
in NumPy, we have vectorization concept.
Okay, got it. Well, let's say you have a data set with missing values. Can you describe the different
Mm.
strategies uh, you could use in pandas to handle them, and you can include the pros and cons as well.
Okay. So in pandas, right? Okay. First thing is like first we will analyze the first using describe function or info function. We'll be knowing how the data set is. First we'll exploratory data analysis stuff, and then according to the how the data is missing, and like we'll then figure out the count using some function in pandas, so that we will be knowing the exact like where the count of data is missing. If it's gonna be tremendous, then we have to we have to think other strategies, like we have to think either interpolation or imputation data missing. First, if the null values are not that predominant, and if it is not gonna make that much of a big difference, we could eliminate null. So this is one of the if like if it's not gonna matter that much for our conclusion, then the elimination strategy comes. Then else we can use statistical functions like mean, median, standard deviation based on whatever is our data, column. We could use all those stuff. Else, you can fill in or fill down the values in pandas like according to whatever is required. So these are the strategies. Yeah,
Got it. Got
and
it.
it,
Yes, please continue. Yeah.
and if we are going to integrate with NumPy, we can also use this filling up with zeros and ones also, so that it will be we can uh,
Understood.
this thing.
Okay. So, are you aware of what is a virtual environment?
Virtual environment.
Yes.
No, not sure.
Well, in which scenario would you use index match over VLOOKUP, and what are the specific advantages of them?
Index match over VLOOKUP. Like VLOOKUP, we generally use it for like filtering the filtering process. So if we want to filter something, we go in for VLOOKUP. And index match is like the again, if you're gonna if the both the index match, we will be going in for index match.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Um. Well, explain me how a pivot. What are no? Explain me how pivot tables work, and what are rows, columns, values, and filters area conceptually representing.
Okay, so pivot table is like we use pivot tables for summarizing whatever data is there. So if let's say for example we have like 1,000 or 2,000 rows, reading it manually will be very difficult. So we use pivot table so that it gives us the summarized value of whatever is there. And pivot table is like easier to read, and we can use pivot table along with the slicer in order to make it interactive, in order to make a chart interactive in Excel. And we what were the other parts of the question you were asking along with it?
Columns, values, and filters.
So filter is like again used for like filtering like whatever is required and stuff. Columns wise, let's say for example in our data set we have A, B, C, D and stuff. So whatever is if we are gonna put it in column, it will be like A, and sum of A will be like coming B, sum of B, like then whatever mesh. If we want to change the measure again, we can right click and change the measure according to our needs.
Got
So
it.
in that it will be useful.
Got it. So, can you list down the basic difference between a relative cell reference and an absolute cell reference?
So absolute self reference and relative self reference, like if we don't want something to change, then we use absolute self reference, which has dollar sign in it. And if we like, let's say for example, if we want to, if like a dollar, like a dollar one or something is given like that, this dollar one becomes the absolute cell difference, means the first column can be changed like that. It will it will be static, and if we want to change other things, we go in further later.
Are you aware of array formulas?
To some extent. Actually, since my major role belongs to Power BI and we don't touch that much of Excel, so Power BI is more efficient while compared to Excel. We have been working in Power BI.
Got it. Okay. So, what is the complete, whole concept of ETL, and
Okay.
what happens in each stage? You can elaborate. What does ETL, differ? How does ETL differ?
Okay. So I'll explain with the help of Power BI itself, so it
Sure,
will be
sure, sure,
easier.
sure. Please.
Yeah, so let's say for example, we have raw chunk of data. With raw data, if we are going to directly upload it in the dashboard without cleaning and any stuff, we will be getting absolutely the wrong results. And whatever is required, we won't be getting. All these things are there. So in order to prevent that, we use the concept of ETL, where E stands for extract, T stands for transfer, and L stands for load. So we will be extracting the raw data from the file or from the source we have. Then we will transform it in transform by help of transform data in Power Query, which is present in the Home tab. It automatically takes to the Power Query window where we all do all this cleaning and transformation stuff. So the T stands for this transformation, stands for all this cleaning and stuff. So basically, in transformation, we will be whatever is required. We will be, doing all those stuff. Let's say, for example, we don't want a particular column, or we don't want some columns to be present. So we remove all those, and whatever is necessary, we will be having. This is one of the examples for transformation. And if we have all these null values, so we could, either remove it or impute it, or we can do all those stuff, fill up, fill down, and whatever is required, we could do all these stuff. And like keep all those whatever is required, we will be having. And after doing all the data cleansing stuff, and once the data is stuck up, we could like then again click on close and apply, so that what will happen is it will take back to the dashboard window. And this process is called load, where we are loading the data set to the dashboard in order to perform all the visualizations and stuff. So this way, ETL is like a bit useful in order to give us accurate results, in order to speed up the performance and stuff.
Well, so Harini, can you explain me the concept of technical depth in context to analytics?
Sorry,
Can you explain me the concept of technical depth in context of analytics?
technical? No, I didn't understand your question.
Can you explain me the concept of technical depth in context of analytics?
No, I'm not sure about it.
Not sure. Okay. Are you aware of data skew?
Yeah, data skewness. Yes, I am a little bit aware of data skewness. So, like data skewness is the random. If we are gonna have the random our data set, and if we wanna check the randomized data, that is called data skewness, where how random our data is, we will be getting to know with the help of skewness.
Okay. So how can it negatively impact a real-time data processing job?
So, like if our values are very extreme,
Hmm.
in that case, the data skewness impacts. So, like if turns out to be like an outlier like that, in that case, it will affect the visualization process.
Got it. Got it. Well, how does Lambda differs from Kappa architect?
I'm not aware of kappa architect. Lambda is a function where it could be used to. where it has many purposes. Lambda function has
Hmm.
like lambda is not for one particular thing. It is not defined. So yeah.
Okay. So if given a chance, would you like to use your project, with Kappa? Are you
Actually,
comfortable?
I'm not aware of kappa function.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So, final question.
Mm.
You know, can you tell me the critical difference between event time and processing time in stream processing?
Uh, Processing time is like depends on the performance of the visuals. Like let's say for example visuals. So processing time is the amount of each visual to load. It is the processing time, and even time how quickly the visual gets loaded, and that is the event time.
Got it. Well, I'm done with the technical part. Okay. And,
Okay.
Harini, just elaborate me, why should I hire you for this position?
Actually, two things. I'm actually like since in your job description you have referenced as SQL data analytics, and that is the crucial part.
Mhm.
And as you would have judged me as well in the SQL and stuff, you would be knowing how much of no, like how what is my rating in SQL and stuff. So I'm pretty strong when it comes to SQL. And second is that I am also very much into this SQL data analytics and stuff. Given I'll be putting my soul into whatever is given, like in data analytics stuff when it comes to SQL. So, and that is my interest of learning as well. And like I could whatever knowledge I gained from TCS, and I could apply the same as well in this, so that it would be an added advantage for you as well.
Got it. So if your profile is getting shortlisted, you'll be moving forward with it, technical, the practical round, right? So few questions will
Okay.
be given from SQL and DAX as well, data modeling DAX as well. Okay.
Mm.
So
Mm.
let's hope for the best. And Harini, thank you for your time, right?
Yeah,
So
thank you.
we'll be coming with the feedback. Okay. Be giving you
Yeah,
the
sure.
feedback, right? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.